Against this right back, Charlie, definitely.
There's always just that active red line defenders. I think it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on.
And as the big man Ian Wright just said there, people deluded, I'm back again. Appreciative to all of you lot tuned in. I hope you're all doing well and safe, and I extend that to your family. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night. As we know, at the time of making this video, it is the 14th of January. Arsenal fans were hoping we could sign some players. As we know, 99.9% of these rumors are BS, but nonetheless, it's entertaining. I don't know if you want a striker, a winger, a central midfielder, a defender. I don't know what you would deem is the priority for Arsenal. Some would lean towards, the individual positions. I personally believe, while it's unlikely we're going to bring any or all of them in January, better yet, they're all of equal importance. 1 minute we're planning towards the summer with more of the big ticket item players. Obviously, it's a bit of a weird one. We hear we're treading closely to FFP, and then we hear we don't know what Arsenal are planning. David Ornstein said we're going to be reactive to the market. It feels like it's a unique position in that we need to sell before we can buy and buy before we can sell. Who knows? Let's just document and go over and offer our opinions on everything we discuss and see over this January period. And hopefully we can wake up one day and we've signed a player. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button. Get the creative juices flowing as well, and give me your thoughts on anything and everything that we discover. And appreciative of you lot tuned in. Now, we know Arsenal need a striker. Allegedly, Tottenham and Arsenal race to sign Feyenoord star available for 30 million this month. Tottenham and Arsenal and Fulham are among the clubs considering a summer swoop for West Ham target Santiago Gimenez, sources have told Football Insider. Football Insider revealed on Friday, in brackets the 12th of January, that West Ham are stepping up their pursuit of Gimenez this month. The Feyenoord star will cost West Ham between 30 to 40 million in January, and the Irons have earmarked potential sales of Odegaard, Danny Ings and Ben Rama to raise funds. However, a well-placed source has told Football Insider that the Dutch club are not keen to lose the Mexican international mid-season. It's believed they'd prefer a summer sale when they feel a better deal could be presented by Premier League giants such as Arsenal, Premier League giants Tottenham, okay, but Tottenham or Arsenal. The forward is in red-hot form for Feyenoord again in the 2023-24 campaign after helping them lift the Eredivisie title last month. He has hit 20 goals in last term, He has hit 20 goals in 22 games across all comps this term. The 24-cap Mexican international, who helped his country win the Gold Cup last year, is under contract with Feyenoord until June 2027. Gimenez has scored 43 goals and 8 assists in 67 appearances since joining Feyenoord from boyhood club Cruz Azul in 2022. Arsenal and Tottenham sit 4th and 5th, respectively, in the Premier League table, but are still within arm's length of league leaders Liverpool after 20 games of the 2023-24 campaign. Not quite sure on that. Meanwhile, Eddie Nketiah and Jesus have struggled for goals. Richarlison has scored more goals than any Premier League footballer for Arsenal Football Club, which is a madness. Doesn't really say anything there. We know Arsenal have been linked with Gimenez before. Surely if it was 30, 40 million, you let Eddie Nketiah go, or you raise funds, or you get that done, or you hire some creative accountants and get that move done. As I said, we could sign a striker and goals make the difference. You could argue that Arsenal's at a point this season, our issues were chance creation and chance conversion. Now it's about converting our chances. And obviously, I think we need to bring in a defensive body. I would love a midfield body. I think with our attackers struggling at the moment, and specifically young Martinelli and Saka, I do think if there was a genuine wide man that Mikel Arteta sees that is competition or a valued member of the squad, with the greatest of respect to Nelson, then that would shift the burden really and truly. But, if we could get a striker, why not really? If it was really 30, 40 million, we know the striker market's on the floor. We know it's mid-season. So if your club owns, in the footballing sense, Ivan Toney, Osimhen, Gimenez, Solanki, Moralia, all of these guys, are you really going to want to lose them in January? Really and truly, where the summer, you can find a replacement and all of those things. I don't know. And with these kind of players, you have to overpay. 30, 40 million sounds a bit fishy to me, but who knows? This article didn't really say anything. We know we've been linked with Gimenez before. You'd imagine we've ran the rule over him and scouted him. Whether we're going to move for him, I don't know. Bournemouth are braced for offer for Dominic Solanki as Arsenal swoop. Arsenal and Tottenham are keen on a potential deal for Dominic Solanki, sources have told Football Insider. Eddie Howe's a big fan, but as we know, Newcastle are struggling financially, and I think a lot of us Arsenal fans would, if there was a deal to be done, dream chasing, FIFA/Football Manager-esque. But if you could bring Bruno Gomes and Isak to the carpet, it'd be amazing. Allegedly, it's believed the Magpies are ready to sign an A-list striker in 2024, with any deal likely to come in the summer window. Both Tottenham and Arsenal are also in the hunt for forward reinforcements. I mean, technically, Spurs have signed one in Werner. Are running the rule over Dominic Solanki after his impressive form so far this season. A well-placed source has told Football Insider the Cherries are bracing for offers for the one-cap England international. Currently, he has 13 goals in 22 appearances in all comps, with 12 of those strikes coming in the Premier League. He recently won the Top Flight's Player of the Month in recent days after getting 6 goals in December. He signed a new contract with Bournemouth in September, people, and he's contracted until 2027. He did sign for 90 million plus add-ons and has scored 69 times in 196 games for the club. I'm not quite sure. And again, Solanki, I'm not really keen on it. Don't think he's a bad player. Wouldn't mind him if he's going to replace Eddie Nketiah. But if a striker is coming into Arsenal Football Club, surely it has to be someone that gets goals and is a curtain raiser, which if Solanki came and did that, great. But to me as an ignorant fan, you don't look like you're able to do that. Allegedly, Aaron Ramsdale's tipped to join West Ham. Aaron Ramsdale's been tipped to join West Ham United from Arsenal in the January transfer window. I'm not too sure if that makes sense. Obviously, you've got Areola and Fabianski right now there, so I'm not too sure on that. He has been linked with West Ham. I don't really believe that. Romano has offered us an insight into João Palhinha, people. It seems Bayern Munich are moving away from that. João Palhinha will not join Bayern Munich in the January transfer window. We know he was almost a Bayern player on deadline day in the summer before the deal collapsed. Bayern decided to keep following the player because they still like and appreciate Palhinha. However, now the deal will not happen because he's considered too expensive. And Bayern Munich's manager Thomas Tuchel and the sporting director kind of spoke about how they found internal solutions. And, you know, Eric Dyer probably assigned for Bayern Munich to play as a centre-half, but he's shown he can actually play as a fullback and also in midfield at Spurs. So maybe that's one they'll revisit in the summer. We know we have an appreciation of Sporting Lisbon's Diomande. We wanted him when he was playing at Denmark. Allegedly, Arsenal and Chelsea are keen on him, and he's reportedly attracting interest from Arsenal and Chelsea. He's currently away at the Africa Cup of Nations with the Ivory Coast and started in their opening win. The Portuguese outlet, I don't know who, but Portuguese outlet report that Arsenal and Chelsea are closely monitoring Diomande, with the Sporting star having an £80 million release clause. Can't imagine we're going to spend 80 million, but who knows? Arsenal in pole position for Special Gem, who's been told to snub Chelsea. This is probably in relation to Arthur Vermeeren, people. With Vermeeren, what Vermeeren is especially not allowed to do is go to a club like Chelsea or Man United where they buy 30, 40 players and then loan you out. What they do is gamble. You don't give confidence to a player like that. So where does it say with Arsenal? Arsenal could make their move as they currently lead the race, with Barcelona, Tottenham and Chelsea also interested in signing the teenager. It could be some coup for the Gunners if they were to secure Vermeeren's signature. Who knows? I think he's a very talented boy, as you've seen in the Champions League, people, but that looks like a bit of a myth. Romano has said Osimhen is not on the market and many other players are not available on the market. Tony is a player they appreciate. This is true. And from what I'm hearing, Tony would be keen on a move to Arsenal. But at the moment, the financial package is too expensive for Arsenal. Brentford want crazy money, as their manager confirmed a couple of days ago. So I think this is going to be a complicated one. And Ivan Toney has wished Declan Rice, a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Declan Rice. Obviously, they're England teammates, or of such England teammates, and they're both Premier League footballers. You'd imagine they're in the same social circles. But it does seem like Ivan Toney is doing the Mudryk stuff on social media. Moroyo has, forgive me for butchering his name, who has 12 goals for Getafe, has spoken in relation to Arsenal interest. It's news that has surprised me too. I've not spoken with the club or with my reps. I'm very focused on Getafe on a day-to-day basis. Currently, he has 12 goals in 18 league appearances. Only Jude Bellingham has outscored him so far in the La Liga. Apologies. Arteta did say that it would probably be unrealistic we sign a striker. At the moment, it doesn't look realistic. What my job is and what we have to do is improve our players and try to get someone with the players we have and get better results, which is true, because if we wake up and we sign any striker we dream of, Saka, Martinelli, Trossard, everybody else has to buck up their ideas, because one man isn't going to score the goals we need. This is kind of speaking about Broja as well. Apparently, the La Liga side have no intention whatsoever to sell the player this January and will not listen to anything anyone has to say on the matter. Furthermore, there's a reason for Broja Morayal to stay away from Arsenal, which is his desire to play in the Euros with Spain. He's comfortable at Getafe, and while a move to the Gunners could be enticing, he would have to switch countries, adapt to a new team and style of football, which could hinder his form in the coming months at a crucial time for his ambitions. Therefore, Broja appears to be staying put. I would have loved for us to sign Barco from Boca Juniors, and it seems like Brighton are doing that. Young Marquinhos has been recalled from his loan spell at Nantes, as you can see official confirmation on Arsenal.com, people, and he's currently representing Brazil's under-23s team at the CONMEBOL pre-Olympic tournament held in Venezuela. I mean, he needs to get game time, don't he? Romano once again said that, long story short, Ivan Toney is not on the market. We're still forever linked with Onana. Whether that develops into something's another thing. Benzema apparently has gone AWOL currently in Saudi Arabia, and he could leave Saudi Arabia after 6 months. And he has been linked with Arsenal, but the rumors say Manchester United, depending on if it's a loan and the financial package, which Arsenal may or may not be able to afford. Let me know your thoughts. Would you be keen on that, people? Arsenal have an unexpected chance to complete the transfer of a lifetime, nearly a decade after it first felt like they might do it, with their January transfer window so far proven to be a dead end for Mikel Arteta. In terms of the final 2 weeks, may well just have a big crescendo. According to Spanish outlet Marca, El Ihad, forgive me for mispronunciation, striker Karim Benzema has been kicked from a trip to Dubai for training. It comes after he is said to have missed training last week, as well as failing to report for the camp in the Middle East. Boy, so there you have it, people. I don't know if Benzema will be keen on a move to Arsenal, but let me know your thoughts on everything we've discussed. So far, that appears to be everything the transfer window today has to offer. Obviously, any emerging news, official confirmation of signings and stuff like that, I'll be on the case to give you a lot of videos and live streams and everything else. As I said, please make sure you're subscribing, you're smashing the like button and letting me know your thoughts. Big up yourselves, people. DG Nation to the world and back. We're on a journey to 70k subs for 2024. I can't do it without you lot. So boost the YouTube algorithm by hitting the like button, subscribing, commenting, and all that good stuff. I hope you lot have all had a great week. Hope you lot have all had a great weekend. And I hope next week is bigger and better for you lot. Thank you for listening. I'm out.
Spurs, there's always that active red flag. Defenders, I think, like